trimmer line has just finished, so I'm going to show you. I'll show you how to put a new piece on. Let's go over here. It's only 8:30 in the morning and it's heating up incredibly quickly. Right, most of these strimmer heads are pretty much identical to each other. You open them like this, and this is the part that will hold the nylon. This stuff, this is a 53cc strimmer, so it's extremely powerful, and it takes 4mm cord. Yours might be a little bit thinner, but the principle is exactly the same. There's a specific way that you load these machines, otherwise the wire won't come out of the head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, with my particular machine, I can load 5 to 6 meters inside the head in one go. Again, depending on the size of your head and your machine, but you just find the allowed amount that will take. That's 2 meters, that's 4 meters, and we can go again. This normally lasts me quite some time. This is an extremely good line. I buy it in 100-meter spools because we go through a lot of it. Right, so there's my 5 meters. Now let's cut a little bit more. You'll need a good pair of side cutters to cut it. Now, this is the important bit. You've got the ends. Well, it's not important, it just saves you having to trim up the ends when you're finished. Because it rotates around the drum, one length is always longer than the other, and you want to put them in where one is slightly longer than the other, and where you've got your double, give it a pinch just to crease it like this, and then inside this machine, well, the head, there should be a little groove there. And that goes on the groove. One line goes into one channel and the line into the other, and you simply wrap it around and around. Making sure that they stay in their 2 separate channels, keeping it tight as you load it. You can see it's filling the drum quite considerably now. Right, and then you should have some little holes here and some little holes here. And the reason you cut one longer than the other is because this one will come out here, and this one loses half of its length as it comes around, and then you flick it through that side, and then they end up pretty much in length. What that does is that stops that forming a bird's nest on you, which can drive you crazy. Knock all the dust out. Pick one of these, feed it through this hole here. Obviously these holes are sized to your machine, so if you've got a 20cc machine, this hole here will be smaller because the machine's not meant to take a thicker nylon. So if you buy a nylon and it won't fit through the hole, you've bought a nylon that's too thick. Normally anybody in a shop will tell you what you need. There we go, there's a prime example of what happens when you're talking on a video and not concentrating. And we'll do that again. Let's try that again. Sometimes you just give it a little help to find its way through. Don't try forcing it in yet. Right, and as you pull, this will turn itself in. Like that. And then there's a locking mechanism in there so it now doesn't undo. And when you tap this button on the floor, this piece raises. This allows the yellow to rotate inside and it allows more nylon to come out. Now, very difficult now. Put it back in your machine and you're done. And that's it. It's as simple as that. Now back to work. Bye.